Tufi, and indulge me a little bit. I wrote mine out just so I could try to cover some things. And, my kids, they've been helping me with my campaign a little bit. In fact, my daughter, she asked me, I have a 13-year-old daughter, asked me, why do I want to get into politics at all? Why would I want to do such a thing? And how did I get started? Well, I thought about it for a second, and my recollection of when I was about her age, 12 years old, I got into a little car accident racing to beat the bus, and I broke my tooth out. Anyways, I was okay. And but after that, 12-year-old, I ran around with a clipboard to the neighborhood. I grew up in a little town with one stoplight, and I collected enough signatures to try to get another stoplight. Anyways, today there's 3 in my little town. So, well, today, District 8, which covers pretty much the Watt Avenue corridor, it covers a lot of area. That's where my community is now. That's where I've lived, and I've raised 3 daughters. Oh yeah, I forgot. I promised. This is a show. Tufi is yeah, to gabriel po-ruski. But anyways, I lived here since 1997, and I think we need to ensure our community is a place where our children learn to be successful business owners of tomorrow, where people thrive in a competitive job market, and business owners don't have to work 2 jobs to pay their employees' benefits. I want our daughters and our sons to see their home as a place they want to invest their own lives in. And I'm running for District 8 as a Republican because I believe small businesses are the glue that holds our community together. I'm a railroad engineer, and 2 years ago I was elected union chairman, serving my fellow engineers in the political arena. And being a Republican and a union leader gives me a unique perspective with the focus to innovate labor and union members and corporate leaders to bring useful dialogue and solutions that raise corporate value and raise employee morale. I believe we can do the same for District 8. My name's Phillip Tufi, and I'm asking for the privilege of being California's next Republican Assemblyman for District 8.
All right, thank you, Bill. All right, I know the questions we're going to have Craig, and then Andrew, and then Jeff. Go ahead, Craig.
What railroad?
Union Pacific.
How long?
Been there 9 years.
9 years?
9 years, and kind of fell into that along with this. Actually, it was because of Beth Gaines. That's how I ended up in this mess. I was invited to the Capitol for a Russian benefit. I speak fluent Russian. My wife speaks 5 languages, and my kids all speak foreign languages as well. But I was born here, born up in Humboldt County, and I went down to this benefit to speak with a lot of the business leaders of the Russian community. And they encouraged me to try to take a look at this, because there are a lot of voices not being heard. And they said a lot of people that own businesses are not being heard. And I have friends working extra jobs just so they can pay their employees. And I thought, this is ridiculous. We need to do something. We need the people that are out there working to come in and get involved.
Okay, Andrew?
Yeah, I was thinking of the union. I was actually a national delegate of the SIU until the stick it. And what do you think of the service employees union? We're trying to assert this union. What would you do to help them?
What do I think of what?
The SIU.
SEIU.
Yes, yeah.
You know, I don't know if we're going to we can't just one swipe get rid of these guys. And so and I'll just use the term loosely, as a landscaper of what we have to deal with, for lack of a better word, I've been inside the belly of the beast. I mean, I know how things need to work in order for us to find a solution so that we're not bankrupting the state, we're not bankrupting, our retirement. Yes, sir.
I said we have 28,000 state workers who want to ask for dues reduction. Basically, they want to get rid of this union. What would you do to help this 28,000 workers, especially a lot of them are in your district?
It's a very good question, and personally, I feel a little bit odd being the leader of a union and actually finding that. See, I'm for maximum efficiency and working as a team, and I don't think that it doesn't help anyone to have one guy who is paid to turn a wrench to the left and another guy to turn a wrench to the right. There has to be a way to find a solution for these guys, because they're not going to just go away. We have to find a solution for these guys to, yes?
The three questions that I've asked.
The three questions.
Knew it was coming.
Let's see, the first one was pro-life. Second one was gun control.
These are your answers, or?
No, I'm just repeating them.
So the question is what is your position on the life issue as it relates to abortion? Second question is, what is your position as it relates to homosexual marriage? And the third question is, what is your position as it relates to the Second Amendment?
Pro-life, as far as pro-life, I'm for having the government out of my personal choices. I am personally pro-life, but I don't think that it's the government's job to tell someone to make that decision. That's between that person, their pastor, their priest, their family, the people they're involved with, and they're the ones that need to face consequences with their choices. Does that answer that one?
Yeah.
Pro-life.
What was your answer?
Gun control. Gun control. We have more laws on the books, and we seem to be the most lawless out of the 50 states. I say we have too many laws as it is. Enforce the laws that we already have. If not, repeal some of them. Gun control, to me, is more restriction from something that we all have the right to own, to bear arms. And the third one, the marriage. I'm going to stickler on definition. The definition of marriage to me is between a man and a woman. However, we have to deal with people that don't agree with us. And civil unions, I think somebody had mentioned it earlier, I'm not against having them recognized, at least so they could go, to some point. But as far as marriage, we're going to use the word marriage, it is between a man and a woman, period.
Okay, last question? Okay, well, thank you very much, Phil. Thanks for coming out for it.